Welcome. Welcome back.
You should start out like
yeah.
this.
Isn't this part of my thing?
I wish this was off. It was off.
Welcome back to Ben's backyard. We're back on this roof here. Welcome back to Ben's backyard. This episode is a themed episode. It's sports. Both of Baltimore's mascots are birds. They got the Ravens and the Orioles over there. That way. So this episode we're going to be talking about Orioles and we're going to be talking about Ravens. We're going to start off with the Orioles, which is the baseball team name, mascot name. What does that mean? How's this? Orioles are a little songbird. You do find them in Baltimore. They're kind of all over the whole east side of America, but they are up here only during the springtime, really, because they're migratory birds, so they're mostly down in like Mexico, I think. But they're up here in the spring. They've got like a telltale tweet, but Telltale will save that for the Ravens because of Poe, the Telltale Heart. I read that in high school. They're basically Halloween birds because they're orange and black, and the boys are more orange than the girls. It's part of their mating thing. Like the more orange they are, the cuter they are to the ladies. Every time they molt, they get oranger and oranger. And actually, the girls get oranger and oranger every time they molt too. But they kind of start out at a brown place and don't get much further than that. But if they live to their like maximum life expectancy, they get pretty orange. It only takes 2 years for the boys to get orange enough to attract mates. Sometimes a 1-year molt boy can get a mate, but it's probably when the ladies are desperate. They do like, the mating dance. They put their wings out and hop around, and they get their lady, and then they mate, and they're pretty much monogamous, although the guys have been known to like go out and find some other lady on the side, but they're mostly monogamous. And they mate, and then the lady starts building a nest, and their nests are pretty cool. They're basically like purses. They'll hang their little purse on the tree. It takes them a week to make it. They'll build the outer frame, then they'll build some structure inside, and then they'll put the nice comfy things for the eggs. They're working on that their whole week, like I don't have that much work ethic. If I'm working on a project, I'm not working on it all the time. And for them to build like a beautiful little purse, which is like this big, oh no. I just found this. So we were talking about lady purses. If you can imagine working really hard on a creative project for like a whole week, every hour you're awake, yeah, you can get something like that done, but we're too lazy to do that shit. I'm too depressed. And then they lay their eggs in there and they hatch, the little fledglings. That's the word for adolescent birds, fledglings, before they can fly. And then they can fly, and then they go migrate. They actually migrate pretty soon. So this is July? Is that the month? Oh no, we're in August. And so most of the Orioles have already gone. Although I keep reading about how migratory they keep being stragglers and they don't know why. But probably because of global warming, What else do I know about Orioles? They migrate, they go south, they come north. Oh, they go south because when they're up here in the spring and when they need a lot of nutrients to take care of their babies and to like get a mate and they mostly eat bugs. They love caterpillars. And they are rare in the bird community because they love all kinds of caterpillars, even the hairy ones. And a lot of birds stay away from the hairy ones because a lot of them are poisonous and they're harder to eat and digest. But orioles will eat any caterpillar, so they're actually a valuable asset in the fight against invasive species. So they eat their caterpillars, but they love fruits, especially once they migrate south. And they love ripe fruits more than most other songbirds. They are like color motivated, so they will look for fruits that are like dark red, dark orange. They'll stay away from the green and the yellow. So if you have a bird feeder and you want to see an oriole, you can put an orange or bird feeder out, which is funny because they're orange too. But they love ripe fruits, and what they do, it's called gaping, which is a non-sexual term. Oh, Derek rolled his eyes. Is that not appropriate? And so they stick their little beaks into the ripe fruit, and then they open their beaks, and then they stick their tongue out and lap up that water. And that's why they like the ripe fruit, I guess. But that's a common bird trait, lapping. Gaping is the word. So, yeah, Orioles. The camera's level, but I'm not. Like, this roof is crooked. Is that awkward?
All routes are crooked.